In this video, we're using aggressive mobile hunting tactics which help fill our tag on this beautiful Western Pennsylvania whitetail.
Just keep moving, staying mobile, making decisions off of what you're seeing. That's all it's about.
We had 2 days to hunt this permission property and spent 4 hunts in a row playing cat and mouse with a big doe group outside of their primary bedding area.
I'm probably gonna tear down and move up the ridge towards those oaks where all these does are coming into.
Watch as we get mobile with the lone wolf setup and catch this beautiful doe off guard right outside our bedding area on our final hunt of the 2 days. Now let's get to it. Get you. Alright, we are on our way to the hunting property. It's about 20 minutes away. Gray light is just beginning. This place, I haven't been down here yet to scout this season, so I was not going to go in at dark and try to fumble around. Talked to the landowner. He said the doe population is the highest he's ever seen it in years. So these are all good things. So I'm going to sneak in right at first light, take my time, and try to find a setup and hunt till about mid-morning. Then I have to go pick up my youngest son from school, and then I'll probably come back down here this evening. Maybe in the same set. I might tear the set down and reposition it based on what I see this morning. So let's get after it. Here we go.
All right, we are all set up here. Now we're all set up officially. I'm at the very tip of this little finger ridge with some intermixed oaks. We got bedding to my east, bedding to my west, and a big valley to my south. I'll show you around here. We have a really noisy road about 80, 100 yards away. I got it clean, which is good. Ready to rock. All right, overall a really slow morning. Probably gonna come back here in the evening, so I'm gonna get down now and just do a little scouting since I haven't been here in over a year. Well, right out about a year. So squirrel movement, birds, everything was like really low today. So I'm gonna go try to find a good spot for the night. See a long way down this ridge line here. A lot of oaks, a lot of acorn caps in here. So let's make sure hopefully I chose right. All right, I'm all set up here. Took me forever to decide which tree I wanted to be in, but I think I got a good one. I got a ton of cover up here. The deer that might be coming from the north bedding area, they're coming from a higher elevation, so I gotta really keep my eyes up there and keep my movement to a minimum, make sure I don't get busted. But we have a lot of property to the east. Looks like a big oak flat. I think we're in the money here. Did a quick scouting session this morning after the hunt, which was a little bit of a dud, the hunt was. But the scouting produced this spot here, so I'm overlooking a creek down behind me. I can see a long ways. So I'm hoping to get some eyes on some deer today. Settle in and get hunting. was exciting. I had about 7 or 8 does come like barreling into these oaks. They were like hell-bent on getting there and starting to feed. It looked like there was like 3 or 4 real nice big ones and a couple little ones. But down in these valleys, you're like working with these eddies. The wind is calling for, coming from where the deer were to me. But as it blows over that finger ridge, once you get like a heavy gust, it kind of swirls. It gives you like this eddy effect. It carries your scent uphill a little bit. It happened to me, so this spot's gonna be really good in about 30 or 40 minutes. When that sun breaks over that hill and these evening thermals start sucking down into this creek bottom. But up until then, it's gonna be really dicey. Like a deer has to come in fast and make it to me. They were heading down my direction too, pretty quickly, which is a little frustrating. Alright, that's all she wrote. I just had a doe come into about 35 and then turn around and go feed on acorns. So I think I'm gonna leave this set in here and come back in the morning. See you in the tree tomorrow.
All right, here's the plan. I left my tree stand in that property down in that valley. The morning hunt, it's gonna be a little sketchy. It's not gonna be a long hunt, I don't think. My plan is that bedding's right on top of that knoll. And what I'm trying to do is catch those deer coming back to bed. Those morning thermals are gonna be sucking down from the bedding area. So I'm hoping those does come in, feed on those acorns, and kind of J-hook up into bedding. That's the plan. As soon as the wind starts picking up and the day winds kick up, the wind's gonna get real sporadic down there, probably around, I don't know, 8 a.m. So I might get down and push in deeper and rehang the set, but let's see what we find. But that's the plan. Here we go.
My wind is blowing right at them. Like literally right at them. She's still there though. She's got me, I think. Oh, there's a bunch of does. Oh, they're coming down here. This wind is just not right, so I'm probably gonna tear down and move up the ridge towards those oaks where all these does are coming into. Just see what the wind direction feels like over there. It's bad here. It's real bad. That's what being mobile's all about. Alright, I'm reset up. Took me about 10-15 minutes to get down, move, get up. There was a few does on the other side of the ravine over here. I don't know if they got bumped out of the neighborhood or I spooked them, I'm not sure. They kind of looped around into the bedding area, so I think for the big groups of does, I probably won't get an encounter this morning with them. But they were all got packed into this bedding area, which is kind of landlocked by some busy roads. But now we're just hoping for a lazy, late morning doe. It's 8 o'clock right now. Alright. Start thinking about getting down now. I'm gonna leave my stuff here. The wind is calling for a southeast wind, which is gonna be perfect for Elaine. This will be my 3rd time hunting the perimeter of these oaks. 4th time in here in a row. tonight, so hopefully 4th time's a charm. Just keep moving, staying mobile, making decisions off of what you're seeing. That's all it's about. Let's get on out of here.
All right, evening hunt, here we go. Moving in closer, staying mobile. Tonight I think I'm in a really good position. The wind direction's gonna be like just off for the deer, so I think they're gonna feel comfortable coming into those oaks. But yeah, just moving around based on what I see. And here we go, let's get after it.
All right, I made it to the tree clean. The wind is a little sketchy. I'm gonna climb up and just see what it feels like for about 20 minutes. And then if I need to move, I need to move. See what it looks like when I get up there. All right, I'm all set up. I got in clean. I gotta make sure to just stay hyper ready the entire hunt. I'm gonna stay standing. Probably keep my bow in my hand. The wind is a little sketchy, but overall, 80% of the time it's good. So I'm taking whatever shot I get. And the way these does come barreling into these oaks, there's a good possibility I'm not gonna be able to get to the primary camera. I'm gonna go for my head mount first. Let's go. Well, the wind is awful. It's definitely spending a little bit more percentage time blowing up into the bedding area than when I first got here. I'm really considering moving. But if I move, and the wind does what it was doing last night, I'm hosed, and this spot would be good. So I guess I'm kind of just rolling the dice here. Like throwing milkweed like it's my job. The only thing that would really help me is if these deer were late. Last night they showed up at 5. If that sun can get behind those trees and this hillside start cooling down, I think we'll be in the game. We'll have to see. Tons of squirrel activity today. that shot broke fast. You probably heard me. I was like commentary shooting. I was saying it out loud. And I always say, anchor, aim, go, 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 go. She just died over there. She made it maybe 40 yards. But I got anchor, aim. I just started into the aim. Shot broke. Punched her hard, man. That was awesome. She was pouring blood. That one was right underneath me. I couldn't get to my primary camera. I tell you what, that's how you do it. I had 4 sits in a row. Morning, evening, morning, evening. Came in here. First setup was on top of the Finger Ridge to the west, based off of historical information. That's it. Didn't scout this year. Get in there in the morning. No sign on the ground. I'm in the tree that I killed last year out of. Get down, scout the property for an hour, find the hot sign on this Finger Ridge. Set up for the evening hunt. Get busted by these does up in these oaks. Come back in the morning on a gamble that the wind was gonna be pulling down the hill for at least by 8 o'clock. They came in at 7. Wind was already going up the hill. Busted twice. Got down in the middle of that hunt. Moved to this tree. The wind was just barely right to make this work. Staying mobile, reading the sign, in-season scouting, hunt where the deer are. That's it. All right, I'm gonna settle in and keep hunting. That was only a group of 2. And based on this morning, I know there is a pile of does loaded up in this bedding area. All right, well, that's pretty much camera light. I think I'm gonna bomb down out of the tree stand and just go try to lay eyes on my doe. That other doe that came up late is still over there. I'm gonna have to bump her off.
JoJo Bean's ready to go. Got Jackson.
What's going on?
Let's go.
All right, JoJo's on the job. Here we go. We're gonna come real close to this. Get on this blood trail here. Oh, what'd you find, JoJo? Good girl, JoJo. Good girl. Good girl, Beans. Good job, JoJo. Oh, yeah, look at that shot. Oh, man. That ate her up. Hit her offside shoulder. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Look at that. Look at that hole. Holy crap. All right, JoJo, good job. She did a fantastic job, made quick work of finding this doe. She only went about 40 or 50 yards like we suspected. And man, I really enjoyed myself the last 2 days targeting this doe group. We had 4 sits in a row, a morning, evening, and then another morning and evening. And after each hunt, we would just push in a little bit deeper, do some in-season scouting, and making informed decisions based off of what we were seeing these deer do and based off the wind direction. We were taking gambles, just getting intelligently aggressive, if you will, and really helped fill the tag on this gorgeous doe. Happy to have her. Tag number 3 filled of the archery season. All right, hope you guys are enjoying all this hunting content. Good luck out there. Be safe. Get primal.